Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So this pick a card reading will be about what lessons you are learning currently, and I'm planning to focus on the relationship side of it. It can be any kind of relationships, friendships, the family relationships, the work related ones, of course, as well as the romantic ones. So anything that's going on in your life that you might be struggling to understand with, anything that's happening to uplift your soul or makes you think that why the things are going in the way that they are right now. So I'm planning to just give you some clarity around why this specific relationship is happening in your life, what's teaching you right now. So I hope that this is going to be a helpful, insightful reading and a relaxing time for you. So I will just do the live shuffling over the camera. So you can just choose among the three groups. This is going to be group number 1 with the vice versa tarot that I'm gonna use with the fluorite crystal on it. And this is going to be the Muse Tarot that I'm going to use with the agate slice on it. And this is going to be the Angel Wisdom Tarot that I'm going to live shuffle with the amethyst crystal on it. So you can pause the video, do your selection as you wish, and you can find the timestamps below in the description box. So I will see you at your group. Hello, group number 1. If you have chosen this deck with the vice versa tarot and the fluorite crystal, then this is going to be your reading. So before I start with your reading, when I was meditating, I felt like, I don't know how this is going to be related with the reading, but I felt like you guys made like 2 decisions, the one after another, and you're kind of quite happy about the results. Like, I felt like you guys are quite tactful people, and you plan before taking an action. So you don't act like haphazard or like you don't wanna feel regretful of the things. Or the consequences of your actions if you haven't just think it through or plan it thoroughly. So that was the vibe actually I was getting. But let's see how this is all going to be connected. But I just would like to start with the tarot to see like what are the current lessons that you are learning. So, also, yeah, one thing that I was going to say is that you can just, if there's any kind of like a specific connection on your mind that you're wondering what your soul is learning right now, like why this is happening in the way that it is currently, like if there's anything specific that you came here to this reading, you can also focus on that, because I'm leaving this open, like what lessons does your soul is learning, but we can also like focus on a specific type of relationship that might be on your mind. So let's see what this really wants to came out. The Ace of Wands in reverse. I felt like there might have been some sort of a start, like it has already been like put on an action that I kind of feel, but then it just left in the middle. It just like you didn't just proceed it with it because of the lack of confidence. But this is something that you're quite skillful about, but for some reason you just left it. But let's see what does group number 1 is learning right now. Okay, that is the star card that we are having. I feel like right now, what you're learning, and I even want to say that what you're mastering is like stepping into your own power, like kind of feeling confidence in your own skin. I don't know if you have been struggling with accepting yourself before, or how was this process for you? But the star card, it just comes after the tower, and that's the reason why that lady is naked, and she's just balancing the emotions with the reality, and with her intuition. So I feel that kind of like a good balance between. I just feel like okay, I'm just ahead of myself. I feel this good balance between like a Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles energy. So what you're learning right now, I feel that what matters for you the most, so that in which area of your life you are willing to put your energy and efforts into. So you're not going to do that for anyone anymore, that I'm feeling it. You learn how to prioritize things. And I'm also feeling that you might be discovering some things about your past, if you have been in a past life regression, or if you felt like a star seeds, a vibe that I'm getting. You're learning about that. You might be, it's a very, very specific message, but then because of this animal over here, that I'm feeling that maybe you're trying to learn like where your origin is, like where are you coming from. Yeah, that might be also breaking out from any kind of conditioning that you have been taught by your family. Because with the Ten of Pentacles and the reverse position in here, I usually think that those people are looking out for any kind of validation, acceptance from their elderlies. But now with the fact that there's some reverse, I just kind of see that you are realizing what it really matters is you, rather than taking the opinions of the others into account that much. Like, I don't mean, I don't say it in a disrespectful way. This is like a very, like, I see that you're doing it in a very wise way. Like, there is a respect there, but you're realizing that you cannot make everyone happy in the situation, especially if you have been playing on the sides for too long and not taking an action or not expressing your feelings. So this is what's balancing right now. So what else group number 1 is learning right now? Okay. So the tower, and it actually came in reverse, but it was just like this. So it could have been also in the upright position as well. Yeah, like in this deck with this eye over here, it's just like a third eye opening. So I feel like if you had any kind of struggles in your relationship, I'm just mostly feeling family here. Take it as it resonates. I'm feeling that you're learning how to forgive, like this thou figure over here. So you're really seeing like the parts that you're just giving your power away, just for the sake of not making anyone feel any worse than they already are. I just feel like you guys are quite insightful people, and you don't want to hurt people as well. So it doesn't mean that you don't realize what's happening around you. You are like more insightful than the ones that are around you. That's why you are more receptive and you understand more than they are understanding about themselves. But how much you are actually, how much you actually want to express of what you receive about their well-being or what they're processing is up to you. So I just feel that in the past you were kind of holding yourself back, even if you were not so much into realization of what was happening. I feel like intuitively you were just like picking up a lot of emotions. And this is also one other thing that I'm feeling that you are learning and you are asked to be a bit more clear about which energies are belong to you and which are belong to the ones around you, because when you're that open, when you're that intuitive to receive the energies of others, so it becomes a bit hard to understand actually what your emotions are, actually like. If you're feeling quite happy like a minute ago, but then after a while, then you just had this mood swings. So it might not be only because there's something happening in you, but the people around you, their energies, even if you're not in a constant communication, might be still affecting you if you're still somehow holding on to them, that I'm feeling it. And there's a justice card in reverse in here. Yeah, I feel like your words are quite powerful with the sword in here and the butterfly figure in here as well. There were too many unjust situations in your life that I feel. But you were kind of, as I said before, like holding yourself back and then like maybe putting yourself in the back seat to not hurt anyone. So right now, this is the thing that's changing in your relationships mostly, that I'm feeling it. Like your soul is learning how to assert yourself without feeling guilty about it, because when you're not used to acting and feeling in a certain way, and just in a sudden you just want to start doing it, it just doesn't fit you. It needs to take a time for yourself to adjust that that's normal. So I just read something. It was saying, I don't quite exactly remember it, but it was saying that, for example, when you are not get used to prioritizing yourself, doing it so makes you feel like selfish, for example. It's not because it's actually selfish, but like that's how you feel just because you're not used to it. So what else group number 1 is learning right now? Their guides, angels, and their higher self. What is group number 1 is currently learning? Just want to get this one. Yep, 8 of Cups. So yeah, you're learning basically to. I'm also feeling like uniting with your masculine side. I feel like you are mostly operating from the feminine energy regardless of your gender. But at the same time, I'm learning that you are, I'm feeling that you're learning how to take actions when your intuition is speaking to you. Like in the past, I feel like you had lots of nudges that might be even making you feel a bit restless, because when you don't take an action towards what your intuition is telling to you over and over again, then those nudges are going to get like louder and louder. And since you just don't trust yourself to take an action towards it, you're going to feel a bit like off. So this is one of the things that I feel like you're learning. And at the same time, it seems like you're learning how to leave things that were serving you in the past for a while, but now it's not serving you anymore. So that you're accepting the fact that when to leave things that are not serving you. And you're also kind of mastering that I'm feeling that feeling is what is for your highest good and what is not. So you're also tapping more into your intuition in that sense. You are not putting yourself into any kind of pity mode. just because you realize that you need to leave something out behind, even if it just started in a so short while, but you know that it's not serving you, so it's the end of it. So just like with your heads high and not making things any more complicated, emotionally complicated than it is, you are accepting to move ahead, that I'm feeling it. Because I just feel like the lessons that you were just like learning, they were kind of in the cycles. I just feel it from the mountains behind at this card. Like you were just having same kind of obstacles, the one after another, until your soul really realized that these are the struggles that you have been having throughout this life. So these are the things that you have to fix. So if you're realizing any kind of patterns in your relationships, especially, that keeps happening all over again, that's the reason. So the universe is trying to show you something. Like, it's not to make you feel sad or like to do anything against you. And with the Four of Pentacles in here, when you do not change the way of the things that you're not happy with, like, I feel like this is your inner child, the flame over here. This is your intuition. It's just like burning within, but like this is how you're representing yourself into the world. He looks bored. I don't see him as like authoritative in here. Like he was just getting by and he's just accepted by the society, but like, when you think about how he actually feels within, he's not happy. So that's why taking an action towards changing your conditions in a way that is going to make you happier, it's going to align you with your purpose, with the fulfillment of your soul, is actually what you're learning and what your guides are saying in here. You might also be getting, like, you might be also liking to be alone, or you might be a night owl, because like there's too much of the representation of the night theme all over in these cards. But let's see, I want to get one oracle from the Alice in Wonderland deck. So what does that really flip out? Oh, no need to fear. I remember this card was keep coming in the last readings. Sorry. I just feel like this is also related with the fact that you were not, if you're resonating with not being able to express yourself all the time, this is about that, I feel, because of the fear. It says that remember how powerful you are. So I remember in one of the past readings, when I was interpreting this card, I was saying that you can see that actually this fish is quite big. So she already conquered the fish, but she's looking at the another one that's flying through her, and she just feel a bit bored. Like I'm not gonna say that she's not trusting herself that she can do the same to the fish again. So she can, but there are some other fears, I guess, as like stopping her. It's not the obstacle in front of her. She understands the obstacle. She's been through there. She already conquered the other obstacles. It's just within her, like the struggle that she's having. And I feel like birds are quite important to you here as well. Like your spirit animals right now that are working with you might be birds, or birds might be quite significant for you if you keep like seeing any kind of signs all over again. Or if you have been asking for a sign as well, that I am feeling it. But yeah, basically you are learning to not to like suppress yourself just because you have some limiting beliefs from the past about you. And this was in reverse. Never seen this card. It says that nature communication, flower energies, Is it like a fairy energies and elemental messengers? And that was in reverse. I feel like you guys are like the quite sensitive souls, but haven't discovered yourselves fully. Not yet. I really wanna see that 37 in the reverse position for you. It says that a stubbornness, refusing to approach a language from different perspective, assuming science and communication must fit in with your own, assuming things about other beings without really tuning in, refusing to expand your capacity for understanding. Okay. It seems like that stubbornness or not want to do something or take an action might be, it's just like resonating with like how this old lady is, how this girl is also sitting in here, and that might be also rising from some of the self limiting beliefs that you have been like putting on yourself as well, because it seems like you want to just keep yourself where you are, where you feel safe, like you belong to your own dream. So like create your own life, like you're the creator of your own life. But then there might be some like self-destructing, self-sabotaging behaviors that you might be doing. Just to limit yourself, that I feel. And acceptance. This came in reverse. I don't read that deck in reverse, but I just interpret this card, these two hands, as your feminine and the masculine side. That there needs to be some kind of merging in between your feminine and the masculine side. There needs to be some acceptance, some embodiment of them. Or if you're not so familiar with those terms, but you were just keep hearing it all about and around, then it might be also nice for you to actually read a bit more deeply about what does a feminine energy mean, what does a masculine energy means. So it's a lot more than what you keep actually hearing all around, if that's the case for you. But 4 is a foundational number. So I feel like there is something like something foundational that your guides would like you to actually change your perspective towards. How you receive yourself, how you see yourself, that I'm feeling it. There's a lot of forgiveness that you have been working on, or you should be keep working on with the dows over here, that I'm feeling it again. And the nourishment. I guess the food that you're putting into your body, it's also like affects you like a lot. Like it affects all of us. But then if you have been reconsidering or considering about like changing your diet or regime, so that might be kind of like a positive sign for you to actually go for it. Or a bit like a detox or cleansing. But I just would like to see from the life purpose deck that what can you focus on right now? What can you focus on right now? It says a light and love. Your purpose is bring divine healing light and a love to this world. Like it's just like I was feeling that those quite sensitive soul of yours is kind of quite indicated and enhanced over here. So I feel like with your presence, like this is what you are, this is what you do, just bringing light and love all around to the people that you're interacting with. Even like being around your presence is quite quite uplifting for people that I'm feeling. And one message that I'm kind of feeling is that your guides would like you to keep true to yourself regardless of the circumstances around you also. And you can be also asking help and calling help from your angels as well at this time whenever you're struggling with, because they're here to help you. They're here to basically guide you. Like whenever you feel a bit like off the charts, then you can just even say it out loud, that can you please show me the way, or like take my worries away. It's like a pretty fast way to actually see the results. And study at the bottom, it says that reading, research, and education help you gain confidence, clarity about your career. I kind of feel like a career change in here, but I feel like whatever you would like to study right now, if that resonates with you, this is something that your ancestors have knowledge all over, and it's going to combine the old and the new knowledge in here with the keyboard and the book that I'm seeing over here. And I'd like to get one last message from the daily guidance from your angels cards. So what your angels would like to say to you. Okay, that's joy. And it says that joy is the highest energy of all. So it's the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. So, like, your angels just would like you to focus on the things that are going to bring you the joy at this moment. If you have been overworking, or if you have been overindulging on things that are draining your energy, or if you have been around people that were draining your energy, your guides were just like confirming that it's okay for you to take a break. And also, in another way, if you're already feeling happy with where things are going, that was the first message that I got from your meditation, then your guides are confirming that, yes, you're on the right path, and you don't need to worry about if there will be any kind of obstacles on the way, because as long as you're feeling good, it's also confirmation that the things are going on the right direction. So, yeah, actually, that is all I got for you. So, I hope that it was resonating with you. I hope it made sense and I didn't scatter around so much. But I would appreciate if you just let me know if that was resonating with you or not. And if you liked the video, I also appreciate if you give a thumbs up. But I hope to see you next time. So, until then, take care. Hello, group number 2. If you've chosen this pile with the Muse Tarot and the agate slice, then this is going to be your reading. So before I start with your reading, what I felt was, if that's resonating with you, just take. If it's not, please leave leave whatever is not resonating with you. I just felt like you guys have started from the zero, from the scratch, to become the person you are today. It can be literally anything, like whatever it just resonates with you when I say that. It can be about your job, it can be about a family, it can be about the person that you become, like personality, your character. But yeah, apart from that, I just felt this intense, like earthly colors, like brownish and the red. Red might be quite significant for you. So what I felt is that you guys are like extremely grounded people. Like whenever the people are coming in contact with you, you just soothe them. Like your energy just soothes them. But let me see. So if you can just think about or focus on any kind of, especially a relationship on your mind, any kind of specific relationship. It can be romantic, it can be a work relationship, a family, or a friendship. To understand that what lessons you're learning around that relationship, we can focus on that. Because I mostly wanted to focus on the lessons that you're learning throughout the relationships that might be on your mind, or any kind of relationships that's basically happening. So let's see what lessons this group number 2 is learning at this moment. Okay, it doesn't want to go in. Okay, Queen of Emotions. And this came in a reverse, actually. I don't want to say emotional turmoil, but I feel like at times you guys can actually really look like her. You can see that how radiant she is and how on her feet she is. Like, it doesn't matter how much the emotions are running high, she's just standing in her own ground, basically. So she's a perfect mastery of basically understanding her emotions and taking actions towards it. But the fact that when this came in a reverse, I'm just mostly focusing on the circles over here. It just shows me that there are some emotional turmoils that is just coming up to the surface at this point in your life. Like as something that hasn't been resolved, or you never thought that it could have been even a problem right now. Like, but I don't see that that's something, it was like something resurfacing from the past that's happening to you right now. And that's why maybe I was just giving to this kind of like a very heavy red, because you are asked to really stay on your own ground right now. Like really ground yourself, what I mean by that. And there are 6 of voices in here. Whenever I see that card in this deck, I feel like there is a help. There is a help needed. If you're thinking about getting counseling, that might be a really nice idea. Or if that was on your mind, then that's your confirmation. Usually 6 of voices, 6 of swords is the card that showing someone is moving away from a place. It can be a literal move, physical move, or emotionally moving away from something that is not serving them anymore. But what I usually felt is that someone is trying to take a leap of faith in here. It just reminds me of a fool, but they are waiting for a help. They are not quite sure yet, leaving a situation behind. But I'm seeing that something is really just resurfacing and like kind of bothering you in that sense. Okay, I'll get like 2 more cards and let's see if I'll get some clarifications. Because I didn't get any clarification cards for group number 1. I didn't feel the need, but let's see. What else group number 2 is learning right now? What else group number 2 is learning right now? It's too much, way too much. And there was like this Knight of Emotions. It also came in reverse. I just wanted to show. So if your emotions are running high, if you feel too moody, like all over the place, there's a huge need for you to ground yourself and even just get out of the nature and do so, or create some time for yourself, literally. And even like say no to the people when you feel like you're not ready. An Ace of Emotions in reverse again. Like it's not a coincidence that all of these cups keep coming in reverse right now. I feel like you are feeling that you're kind of drowning. And these ladies, they are like, this is your true nature that I'm feeling it, but how you're feeling is like drowning in here. And the lotus flower, I guess it seems like a lotus flower to me. I'm not quite sure what it is exactly, but it's the same in both of the depictions. So I just feel like there might have been some new beginning, but it didn't went through the way that you think that it would. So this is kind of stirring you, of course, but I don't see that this is your general energy. Like, I'm still going with the fact that I felt that you're quite grounded people, but that specific occasion right now that's happening kind of left you off your feet. And Four of Inspirations is the Four of Wands in this deck. And with the Ace of Emotions in reverse, you might be, it just reminded me of you are trying to connect with maybe your spirit guides, or if you already have like-minded people around, that's very beautiful, that you're trying to get help from. I don't see it like physically, like in a 3D sense you're doing it, but it might be through meditation, or your soul family is trying to help you, regardless of you realize it or not at this time. But again, I'm seeing the need of actually grounding yourself. With the Five of Materials, I feel that this is how you're actually feeling. Five of Materials, Five of Pentacles is an energy that feeling left outside of the cold. So you can see how this lady is actually just laying around here when all the muse, all the fun stuff is inside. But like there's no obstacles, or there's no one around that's basically preventing her to go inside and have fun. But this is her choice to stay here and stay in this a bit like a depressive mode because she is not feeling ready. So I guess I'll get clarifications, but what else does group number 2 is learning right now? Okay. I really feel like there are people around you, very like-minded people around you. You guys might have already met with your, like, a soul tribe, the members of your soul tribe. I really, really do feel so. Even if you haven't yet, I feel like you guys already know some of them, even if you are not in a very constant contact. That there are people around you that you can get help from. Okay. It's hard for me to right now get the cards or pick the cards. I'm feeling super hesitant. You might be feeling hesitant to reach towards someone as well. But what else does group number 2 learn at this moment? What else does group number 2 learns at this moment? I'll get this. As a High Priestess, and that came in reverse. I see that with the Queen of Emotions in reverse as well, there is like a disconnect from your true nature, from your feminine side. I really do feel like you guys are quite intuitive people. It's just like the circumstances right now is kind of testing you. This is one of your tests to see how strong your will is. I also feel like you guys have like quite attractive and attention-taking eyes. So whenever you look at them, you see through their soul. And your eyes also, your eyes also like quite catching people. So I don't know why I'm getting this, but I just feel like it's not easy to lie to you because you see through the soul, even if people have a tendency to open their mouth and just start saying the things that actually they would like you to get by, but whenever they actually see that gaze in your eyes, they're just like, no, like it's just not happening. That they cannot just proceed with it, with something that they don't believe. I feel like this is one of your actually missions, the gift that you're having here to actually help people to realize realize their current state, because like I feel like you're kind of like not like a mirror to them, but like you're kind of like a God sent a presence to them in this world. So sometimes you might be doubting about that, but I don't feel like the things that I was saying in here was quite new to you. And Six of Lovers. The Six of Flowers is the lovers. One thing is that if there is a decision right now you're trying to make, you're not listening to your intuition in that sense. That's one thing. And you might be also asking about a connection right now. You might be thinking that, is it only good at the surface, or like what's going to happen? Or if there's a distance between you, you might be thinking about how much it makes sense to actually keep going with that. But I really want to get clarifications on it. I just cannot leave it in here. Can I get the clarification for the High Priestess in reverse? Why that came in reverse for group number 2. It's like you're in an overthinking mode right now. Like, I don't know if you guys are overthinkers. I didn't quite catch that, but yeah, 5 of Voices. It's like 5 of Swords. Just at the moment that I was saying like overthinking. So with the High Priestess, yeah, just because there's a lot of voices in your head, just it's like going all around and around and around. So you cannot actually tap into your intuition, because your mind is speaking so loud. So you're really guided to right now shush your mind, shush your worries, because your fears and worries are the reason why you're having this kind of like overthinking demons that might not be even your nature to act in this way. But this is what I'm feeling. That's why like grounding yourself is quite important. You feel like, again, with this 2 women in here, it's like you're trying to make a decision, but you're not quite sure if I don't know if that's what you want or how is it going to happen. You're trying to see so far ahead by disconnecting from your intuition, but this is not how you operate. When you disconnect from your intuition, you get more anxious, because this is not how you operate. So you have to connect with your intuition back again. If recently there has been any changes on your routine, so if that makes you feel right now anxious, so it's also one other message that you can just think about, what were those changes? So what do you want to bring it back again? Can I get clarification for the Ace of Emotions in reverse, please? It's a 3 of Inspiration. And this is 3 of Wands, and that came in reverse. It's like a domino effect in here. Usually 3 of Wands is an energy that someone tries to see the future ahead. But when it's in reverse, it shows that you cannot see the future, but you're worrying too much about it. So with this dominoes over here, it just starts from here, and there's a little gap in here, and then it just follows through the very end of the card that we cannot even see it. So you're not meant to know, you're not meant to see what's actually happening, what's actually gonna happen. You're just guided to basically let things go with the flow. And I guess if you guys would like to plan or control things, if you have this kind of a nature, which I really don't feel so much, this is one of the lessons that you're learning by not giving you actually what you usually have. Like if you got used to planning your day or planning ahead a week or a month or a relationship, then this is something quite different, unique, that you haven't seen that kind of a thing before. You haven't just faced up with this kind of like a condition situation before. So this is pushing you hard for a reason to trust your intuition and realize when you disconnected from it and what happens when you disconnected from it. So finding your way back to your own nature. And Queen of Emotions in reverse. Can I please get clarification? Okay, there are quite many of them. I saw the Chariot at first, so I just feel the lack of confidence in here. I feel like this is a new area for you because the lady in this Queen of Emotions and the Chariot card is quite different. So I feel like you're stepping into an unknown area again and you're not quite sure whether to take a step forward or not. You really want it so bad. Like, yeah, this is up to you. This is your decision. Like, there's like... I haven't seen a Chariot card like this before. There are like tons of forces in here. You already are in an action. You already are in a motion. But you just like, and this is on your hand. Like all the power is on your hand, basically. You can do whatever you want, but like you just need to trust yourself. This reminds me of the solar plexus chakra. So it's all about like trusting yourself that even if the condition seems a bit unfamiliar, still the things are going to work out for the best because you are the one in the charge of your life right now. Okay, so I would like to get an oracle card from the Alice in Wonderland deck to see what lessons does group number 2 learn right now. You are rare and free. There are no many like you. I love this. I love this. I mean, you're learning basically to appreciate your uniqueness in here. If there are times that you're questioning your intuition, you don't trust yourself, or you feel like people do not understand you, it's because you are not for everyone, basically. You're rare and free, and you deserve to be around people who are going to actually appreciate how rare and how unique you are, the unique nature of you are. So this is also your energy. The fact that I was saying your energy feels quite soothing around people. It's just like that girl, like also the eyes of her. It's like super... obviously depicted in here that you can see like her eyes are so like glamorous. So like when you look at her, so you just forget all of your intentions, especially the ones that are not going to serve for anyone's highest good. So it's one of your superpowers that I feel like your presence, your energy is so unique. But the biggest, the strongest, the gift your presence is, you have to master it that much to not to let anything around you, any external factors stir you, of course, off the course. So this is what I'm feeling in here. Like one specific circumstance around here is making you doubt from your true nature. Creoser and Creoser. Okay, my pronunciation. Discover your weirdness and curiosity. This just reminds me of the fact that something feels like unknown to you with this Chariot card in here. So something new is happening. That's something you haven't just experienced before. Again, like the same kind of message. But what else does group number 2 is a learning? Fear. I got this card before I was shuffling for you. Yeah, you're learning, I feel like, not to keep yourself small in your own bubble, basically, like in here. So you're learning, let your crowds out. You're learning to shine brightly and authentically, basically. These bold leaders are you. So this is you usually when you doubt yourself and you try to like basically dim your light. However, like what your soul is actually craving for is showing your all sides, even the sides that might have been just received as a weirdness to the other people, just because we tend to blame, put a bad name on the things that are not basically similar to us, the things that we do not understand. It does not make it an objective adjective, actually. So it's just that someone's perception is not the same as how you are viewing yourself. It doesn't make the other people's perception correct. So this is who you are. First, you have to believe in yourself. I feel like the fears are arising from not believing in yourself so much. Okay. And I would like to get one card from the Life Purpose deck about what you can focus on at this time, what your angels, what your guides would like you to focus on. I swear this card was at the bottom of the deck, the Justice. So your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Okay, so you might be working in any kind of area right now in your life, in your career, that brings justice. It might be in a law enforcement, or that's the first thing that came to my mind, actually. You might be writing a book, or like also like maybe animal rights, like anyone that you feel like they cannot basically stand up for themselves. You are there, that I feel. But also, it just reminds me again with this High Priest card, the Priestess card. Like whenever people look at you, they cannot just hide the truth. They cannot tell anything against anything rather than what the actual truth is. So this is one of your powers that you really want and need to embody, that I feel. And the creative expression. Yeah, your soul longs to express itself creatively. Any kind of expression that you feel that makes you feel happy. It can be art, it can be writing, it can be singing. Whatever you just find yourself feeling quite happy and uplifted, basically. And the last angel message is go for it. It says that your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We have been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Again, with this unicorn in here, it just shows me that you are rare and free. Like you are free to do whatever you want. Just go for it. Just believe in yourself and go for it. If you have a new idea, or if you want to, do something, leave something behind, or take a leap of faith, it's just like your confirmation, your guides, your angels are saying that go for it. But yes. So this is all I got for you, group number 2. I hope it made sense, and I hope it was resonating as well. And I appreciate if you let me know if it was or not. And I also appreciate if you like this video, you can just give a thumbs up. But I hope to see you next time as well. But until then, take care. Hello, group number 3. If you have chosen this deck with the Angelism Tarot and the amethyst crystal, then this is going to be a reading. So before I start your reading, in your meditation, what I felt is, first of all, I saw a lady who was quite worried. Like she just basically hid her head like in her palms. So she was looking quite worried. So either this is you that you're worrying about something. You cannot just find a way out anymore. Or there is a female figure around you that feels in that way. So apart from that, if you guys are having some trouble sleeping, or if you guys just developed any kind of insomnia recently, I feel that breath work is quite important for you. And even like during those nights when you feel like you can fall asleep, like taking but slowly couple of deep breaths can actually really like arrange your like heartbeat and slow it down and make your body actually ready and give it signal ready for sleep, and gave it signal that okay, now we are slowing down for sleep. And I also felt like you have too much accumulated energy, mostly around your feet, that I felt it. So grounding yourself is extra important, even with the crystals right now that I feel. Sorry for my throat. Yeah, so let's start with your tarot cards at first. And these are going to be the lessons that you're currently learning, but I mostly wanted it to be focused on around the relationships. It can be a romantic relationship on your mind, family relationships, friendships, colleagues, anything. So if you're wondering about like what does this relationship is like right now teaching me, what am I learning, you can just focus on that. Otherwise, it's going to be a general reading for you. That what are you learning, what lessons you're learning at this time. Okay, Justice. Interesting, we ended on group number 2 as well. I feel like you are protected right now. When I first saw this angel over here, like he looks quite, sure of what's happening. If you feel like there is an area in your life that's unjust, so your angels are watching over you, that I feel, and they are reassuring you that yeah, you're making your own choices, but everything is going to be okay. Like there is nothing actually that you need to be worrying as much as you're doing right now. I'm sorry, I don't want to be insensitive, but that's just like how I felt. It's not nice to say to anyone like this. I just realized it after I said it out loud, but this is just what I felt, especially after seeing like his facial impression. And this says that be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of the situation. You will win if your position is one of the integrity. So if there's any decision you need to make, so you are asked and called to be objective and kind of stirred away from and like stripped away from your emotions in that sense. Like if there are people involved, that one of them is but you're too much involved with the emotions, so you are asked to see the situation as it is. And you might be a Libra, you might be dealing with a Libra as well, but as I was saying, for the insomnia, there's 9 of Swords in here, insomnic nights. So just take it as it resonates. But yeah. Is there anything else I'm getting from this Justice card? Yeah, I feel like you're too much devoted into your emotions right now, that your angels are telling that the situation is not as bad as you think. This is what I actually wanted to say with my first sentence, but yeah. And when you actually find yourself something to do, or make yourself busy, you're actually gonna see that you're not dwelling into your emotions as much as you were before, and you started to feel more balanced. I feel like there might be lacking of some things to do right now in your day-to-day life. But what else? What else you are learning? Okay, too much. I just want to look at them quite fast, but too much. So 7 of Cups and 8 of Cups in reverse. and the Eight of Air, Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. So in the past, if there was a relationship that you fell apart, like there's a separation in between because one side just chose to move away, but I feel like one side didn't. So it wasn't like quite mutual. So it's a very specific message, but I feel like the one side felt like they had more options or they were feeling quite confused. So they like things just got up in the air because like the Eight of Cups in reverse usually just represents moving on and leaving a situation. But the fact that this is in reverse with the Seven of Cups, it just shows me that there was a regression because there was some like unclarity of the emotions, like too much confusion in here. But someone choose to walk away from the situation that I'm feeling it with the Eight of Swords in reverse. They chose to just let themselves free from the mind prison that they created it by letting a separation to happen. But this is a very, very specific message. I just want to see what lessons this group number 3 is learning at this time. Maybe it's about this relationship if it just like came up in the reading. Or if you're like wondering about a specific relationship, specific connection right now. But what else group number 3 is learning? Wise Counselor. Is it the Hierophant card in this deck? And this is the Knight of Cups. So, So when I look at them together, first what I thought is that are you guys are just like going off for a commitment? Are you guys are ready to make an offer to someone because the relationship keep pops up? Now you can see the cards. And like a Hierophant represents a commitment. And the Knight of Cups, it's a very romantic and like a, how's it called? Like, not hopeless romantic, but like a very like emotionally balanced romantic card. It loves romantic gestures. So it says that romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle, falling in love. So being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, a lack of balance in a relationship, situationship, or topics that make your heart flutter, a love of art and poetry. And the counselor says that unity with a spiritually minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust, answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. When I just read that, I saw those like cards, those basically drawings on the papers, like spread it all over the floor. I guess you're trying to strategize something over here. Like you're trying to find maybe like-minded people, but also with the Wise Counselor card, what I'm feeling is that if you have been thinking about getting a help, a counseling, this is like one of your confirmations telling you that, yeah, go ahead, go on with that. That's a good idea. And I feel like this can be very helpful for you to balance your emotions because one of your learnings of this lifetime is realizing when to separate your emotions, how to control your emotions, because I feel like you're quite like emotion-driven person. So you take actions with your feelings, not with your mind. But in this lifetime, I feel like you have to learn how to actually also consider your mind. When it comes to the situations, when it comes to any kind of decisions that you would like to take, like without just not only being a hopeless romantic or not only just driven with your emotions, but also integrating all the experiences you've gone through and seeing what they taught you in this lifetime. So I feel like with the counseling, this is one thing you can integrate. You can learn a bit faster. that can be some kind of outside help that can be coming to you. Okay. Yeah, it's like the introspection that I'm feeling with this Hermit card. You might have been in this hermit mode for a while. It's not in the reverse. I usually interpret it like this when it came in reverse, but I feel like you have been looking out for a light for quite a long while. But if you still haven't see the progress, then I feel like there needs to be a change in the approach. So one more card, please. What your soul is currently learning, group number 3. What your soul is currently learning, group number 3. Okay, that's 4 of Wands. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine and the angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment in your personal life. I love this. Peace and contentment in your personal life. If you have been missing out on it for quite a while, this is what's coming. But I feel like this is also in your hands. Like if you want a stable life, especially with this house in the background, this is what's coming towards you that I feel. And I guess this is the Josephiel, the Archangel Josephiel. This tarot deck, the Archangel, like Angel Wisdom Tarot deck, they have these angels for the each card, actually. So they might be also representing the archangels that are with you at this time. So rather than the Justice and the Wise Counseling card, I just wanted to point out the Josephiel. So you might be check out on him to see what he's helping actually, and maybe you can call upon him whenever you feel about unsure, or whenever you feel like you're losing the joy of the life. But I really feel like you guys would like to have a stable life. You're at this point of your life that you want stability, because 4 of Wands is a card of stability, it's a foundation. So this is what you want from now on in your life. I just want to get one clarification for 4 of Wands. It's 9 of Cups in reverse it came. This is something that you don't believe that you can have it. Like, it might be seeming like everyone is just like getting their shit together. I'm sorry for saying that. But for some reason, you never believed in yourself, that I feel. It's just because, you know, that guy, that genie, he looks kind of quiet. Okay, tell me and let me go. Like, tell me a vision, let me go. Like, you already, like, asked too much, but, like, tell me and let me go. So I just feel like you never prioritize yourself. You never learn to prioritize yourself. Or, prioritize yourself, let's say that. Or you didn't try to make yourself happy. That I also feel. But this says that wishes come true, your dreams become reality, a magical time of your life, good fortune, a faith in the universe that all will be well. This says the same thing, like happy times, celebrating times are coming, but the faith in the universe is needed in here because the peace and the contentment in your personal life is here. You just cannot see the future now. Maybe you haven't taken an action towards it yet. That's why there is some kind of like a lack of confidence in that area of your life. So what else group number 3 is learning at this time? What else group number 3 is learning at this time? Okay, this came in reverse. Mortality. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to leave. Okay, so this makes me feel like you see everything is temporary. Like whatever you do is for the temporary pleasures. Like whatever you gain or achieved until now is not permanent for you. That's why there is some kind of like a lackness or emptiness in your life that makes me feel. And this is also reverse. It says, follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what's best for you. Like a very clear message when it's in reverse says that you don't have a peace of mind. You're not in peace. And you're so much dependent on other people, external people. So you don't believe that you can, like, you mean the good for yourself. You think that you are bad for yourself, which is a very weird logic. But like, we are our own worst enemy at times. Like, there cannot be any worse enemy than us to ours. But you need to learn to trust yourself. You need to learn to how to treat yourself good. It's also coming from the feeling of not feeling worthy that I feel. Well, I'm going to check for this mortality card 42 in the reverse meaning. So this says that the belief that this life has less value than other possible lives. Wasting time procrastinating or stagnation, waiting for a heaven, believing life is more a curse than a blessing, a burden to be carried, refusing to believe in your own mortality, denial of God's presence within life, living as though life is forever. Okay. And that's a very weird message, saying that, not believing that death is real. If you had those kind of experiences, but like you were lucky enough to survive. So that's one other message. That, yeah, you're being protected, but it's not like realistic to keep thinking that it's gonna go on forever. Okay, very interesting messages. So what else does group number 3 is learning at this time? So, and basically in here it's just saying that if you want something beautiful, if you want to achieve something, like you have to take an action towards it. You cannot just wait for anything to fall into your own lap. 44, attraction. And the resistance in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, you're so powerful to basically attract anything you want into your life, manifest anything you want into your life. And I feel like whenever your emotions are in balance, so you can actually realize what you need a bit better. I feel like your emotions are usually so high, as I was saying in here. It's like taking the front seat. Just because supermoon isn't here that I'm saying it. But like the moon phases, the full moon phases, it might be affecting you even more than it's affecting other people. You might be a water sign like Pisces, Scorpio, or why did I forget that? Pisces, Scorpio, it's gonna bug me. I'm sorry for the sign that I forget, guys. I'm really sorry. Okay. I'm trying not to focus on it. I won't try to focus on that one. Okay. I remember it. But you know it. You know the other sign. But yeah, one of the water signs. So I feel like you're attracting at this moment, or in general in your life, you're attracting what you fear the most. Just because the resistance card in here that I feel. And there's a self-reflection. So there's a need of actually seeing yourself and accepting the things that are happening to you without just like sweeping the things under the rug just because you don't like to see them or just because you don't like to face with them. So this is what's needed at this time. You need to basically purify yourself, purify your past, and forgive yourself, that I feel. feeling in. And this is what just gonna bring the change of the point of view, the assessing, basically. Like, allow you to look at the things a bit more objectively and maybe gain faith back again in life. But yeah, as I say before, again, like your energy is so strong. You're, even if you realize it or not, like with the 44, you can just, you might be seeing repetitive numbers, but please look at the 44. I just feel some magical powers in here. I just don't know why or what it is. But yeah, there might be some powers that you're not quite integrated at yet, or you might be quite a bit hesitant towards taking action or trying on them. But yeah, usually your guys are telling you right now that you should be mindful about what you're attracting in your life. What you're thinking is what you're attracting. If you're full of fearful thoughts, then that's going to be what you're attracting. So I would like to see what you can focus on right now. What your guides and angels wants you to focus on right now. Huh? Books. Okay. So you connect your life purpose through involvement with the books. So there might be some things that you like to not investigate, like maybe investigation books, I don't know, the like adventure books, etc., might be really taking your mind away from the reality and help you to actually find some good time, So, or some other area that you would like to explore, maybe some documentaries to watch or some podcasts to listen, but anything that you can actually learn something new can shift your focus and uplift your soul, that I feel. And support is bottom of the deck. So your life purpose fully supports you. It's just like all about the faith and believing in it. Believing that you are not alone. And with the support card over there, it's just like confirming that your angels are with you. You might be denying it though, but yeah. So let's get one last angel message for you. It's giving and receiving. It says that the entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. So when you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of the rhythm with the universe. So for optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So that's just beautiful. It just tells that everything needs to be in balance. So wherever you feel depleted in your life right now, this is the part that is lacking the balance. Realizing it is your job. But also, I feel like with this counseling over here, that might be helping you to realize in which areas you're lacking balance and how can you actually take an action towards it, like some other point of view. And I feel like if you have too much thoughts on your mind, if your mind is not like calmed down usually, your angels are telling you that quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. So stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. So this is our request to you. Listen. Sorry about my voice. I totally lost it. So yeah. This is a leg up for you, group number 3. So I hope that it was helpful. I hope that it was resonating and makes sense. If it did, I really appreciate if you guys let me know down in the comments, or if you like the video, you can give a thumbs up. I'll appreciate that one as well. But I just hope to see you next time. And until then, take care.